camera, teleprompter, Nicole, Claire, like, do I get a Rhodes Scholarship? I mean, it's like it's just a wild thing. It's not about. It's not about. It's like Trump is trying to claim somehow that this is a test of his aptitude, that it's an IQ test, right? This is not about. I mean, whatever one thinks about
or that Obama got it too, and somehow his score wasn't as good. I mean, like, he's peerless in the sitting commanders in chief on TV talking about how he's doing in a screen for cognitive decline.
He's a very stable genius, as we know, according to him. You know, like, they asked him the other day on the airplane, on Air Force One, why he took an MRI, and he said he didn't know. Like, if getting the camera person TV thing right is acing it, not knowing why you took an MRI is flunking it. I'm not sure what to make of any of those things, but it's totally clear, and has been for some time. This is not the first time I've said this, but if you look over the course of the last 10 years that we've had Donald Trump in our lives, you can measure the decline in his mental acuity. You can measure it by looking at the interviews he gave in 2015 and 2016, looking at them in 2020, look at them now. His vocabulary has reduced dramatically. The complexity of the words that he uses. He rarely uses multisyllabic words anymore. He says the same words over and over and over again. This is, you know, these are people who do linguistic analysis and go and look at those things. If you go back and look at Trump's interviews from 2016, he was never a genius, but he could conduct or have a real conversation with the Wall Street Journal editorial board about trade policy that didn't seem the way he sounds now when he talks about this stuff. I think that a weird combination of his hubris, his arrogance, his insecurity and need to boast about things that he's always been called, you know, people have always put him down for his intelligence, so he has to boast about it now, combined with the various diminishments that are taking place with him. And again, I'm not diagnosing the guy, I'm just saying his complexity of thought has been dramatically reduced in the last decade. In a way, it is for, frankly, a lot of people who get to be his age. But if you put those things together, the insecurity, the braggadocio, and the diminishment, that's how you get where we are now, where most of the time, an awful lot of the time, if you watched that whole speech last night, and I did, I have no idea what he's talking about.
Yeah.
No idea what he's talking about. And the last thing I'll say is Susie Wiles saying that, man, he's going to be out there like he was in 2024. Go around to members of Congress today, and not just people in battleground districts, in frontline districts, but across the board, and put them all on sodium pentothal and say, what do you think about that? He's going to be out there. He's going to be in your district. Shrieks from anybody who watched that speech last night. They've all been like, please admit that affordability is a problem. We're going to get crushed if you keep doing what you're doing. For him to go out there and give that speech at that level of incoherence and politically suicidal impulses, there's not a Republican in the country who's going to be like, yeah, I want President Trump in my district during this midterm year. He's going to be nothing but toxic.